I support that decision. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these fine folk play the game of D&D with me. Tonight's prompt players, as you introduce yourselves. If The Princess Bride ever gets a remake, which it should not, by the way, who do you pick to cast as one of the... to recast somebody?
I just cracked it. Can I lead us off?
You may. Kick us off, man.
I'm Zach Kuyat. I play Kestis Thimbleweed. He's a centaur druid. That's not important right now. If we're going to reboot The Princess Bride, we can't just do it. It's more interesting if it is a successor to the original. So my recast is that Fred Savage plays the grandpa, and now his young nephew or grandson is sick, and he is reading the story that his grandfather read to him. Everybody else go. I fixed it.
You figured it out. You figured it out.
I think it has to be the
Who's
child.
talking?
Oh, hey everybody. This is Drew. I'm not feeling very welcome or loved or supported right now.
I support that decision.
That just
I'm
makes
trying
it
to be
worse.
more supportive of you by saying like, hey, why don't you introduce
but
yourself,
I feel
buddy?
Judged.
Who's talking?
Huh? Hey everybody, this is Drew. I play Constance Connie the Reach Brava. I want to thank all of my fans, and guys, keep the letters coming. It does make everyone else feel really bad that they don't have any fans, but
True.
I'm okay with that. So I think what has to happen, I love your idea. You're gonna have to get the child of the kid who played the child of Corey from Girl Meets World in order to make that work.
Crossover.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, oh my god. Well, if we're going for... Hi, I'm Will. I play a character. If we're doing that, then I want to, may she rest in peace, have Suzanne Summers play Buttercup. If we're going with 90s sitcom stars, Suzanne Summers is Buttercup.
But she is dead.
Yeah, but in
It's
this
be a weird
fictitious world where we're remaking a film that shouldn't be remade or following up a film that shouldn't be followed up.
Don't throw this in the garbage before. We don't know that we're not making this.
Okay, that's fair. Sorry, strike that from
If
the
we
record.
pitch
Hi.
this well enough on
And-
this episode, they might put us in charge.
Movie magic.
Yeah, as Drew said, they're doing weird shit with camera
We can
angles.
do anything, really.
First perspective
Camera.
and back to life.
we could just AI her face onto a stand-in and put Suzanne Summers in it.
Yeah,
I've
I
done
think-
it on Photoshop.
I think by the strike ends, we will not be allowed to do that.
That's true. Yeah, there probably is not going to be allowed anymore.
Ugh. All
Sorry.
4 seasons of that one.
We support SAG.
Force
Yeah.
perspective back to life.
Maybe that's the episode title. I'm Will.
Use force perspective to bring my comrade back to life.
It's a new spell I've got
What do
called
I
Force
roll?
Perspective.
It's a new roll force perspective.
That would be awesome.
And it's really special. Like you only have to roll above a 1 in order to see.
Because it's just so easy to do.
And it's not even forced perspective. You just squint your eyes really close so you can't see that they're actually so
It's
can't
really
see
called
them very well.
like breaking down and becoming delusional.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's the force.
It's Weekend at
perspective.
Bernie's, except you're just not dealing with the consequences of a lost loved one.
You put sunglasses and an overcoat on him. That's all.
Bingo.
That's funny.
I'm Will. I play Arthur, the half-goblin paladin. And in all seriousness, we talked about this before, but I think it's solid gold. Jack Black. In the sequel, there will still be albino. It should be Jack Black. Someone's still got to get tortured.
True.
Is it okay though? Do you think they're gonna like let his title be albino?
They're going to change his name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'd probably give his character a name at that point. That would only be fair.
You know.
Maybe they were supposed to give his character a name, and that was the last thing they had to do before going into like actual shooting. Like, no, I don't really care. He's pale.
You know who
Look,
else
okay,
would
he's
be
albino.
good in that
Silly he
role?
looks.
One of the Wayans brothers.
Oh my gosh.
One of the Wayans brothers as Inigo Montoya, and the other replacing Andre the
Do you
Giant.
remember when they were in?
And the other Buttercup.
It's white chicks all
Yeah.
over. Terry
White
Crews
Chicks, that's what I was saying.
is
That was-
Wesley.
Yeah. That was an eerie movie.
White chicks?
Oh yeah.
Was it like looking in a mirror? Why was it
True.
I don't know.
Too close to home.
I don't know why, but I think these two women are really hot right now.
Oy. My name's
Why are
Mich-
these men? These men. Why is this my ideal lady? I don't. I don't understand that.
Sure love the way she eats a steak.
Did you say steak?
I feel like we'll
Same
unpack this in
movie, I don't
therapy later.
Probably, yeah.
Did you say steak?
Do we have therapy later?
I hope so.
When do we work together next?
And that's right.
If you join our
Listeners,
Patreon, we can get therapy.
our new.
Yeah.
If you join Patreon, we can go to therapy. That's what it's for.
This show will be so much better.
That's like the whole reason we started this. I like that. I like that story. That's the whole reason we started this is to afford therapy. None of it. We haven't achieved that.
No, haven't yet,
guys.
but-
Well, because we missed the window. They
Listen.
made a bunch of different therapies free during the pandemic, and then after the pandemic, it's like, all right, everyone's got it figured out.
Because I was
We fixed
fine
them.
until
Yeah.
like 2 years into it, and then that's when I broke down, which I don't think is fair. That like they got rid of it all when I was losing my shit.
Well, because you did all the same things anyway. Like, what did people do during the pandemic? They met outside and they hung out with their loved ones. You literally spent time with Huey and Jana, and then you would hang out with us outside sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it was just life for you.
that's right. I mean, that is my normal life.
And you're used to wearing a mask because, never mind.
Okay, my name's Michelle. I play Nell. She's a bard, college clothier. I'd say if I'm gonna add anybody into this cast, I don't know where to put her. Somebody else can place maybe. Where's Kathy Bates going? Where's
God.
Kathy Bates going
In the
this?
post-credit scene, so we don't have to watch
No.
it.
Kathy Bates is the lady that calls her, that boos her in the crowd.
The ancient booer?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I was
Yeah.
thinking of Kathy Griffin.
Oh no.
That's why I was like,
No.
nowhere.
I was shocked that you had such negative opinions.
No,
about
Kathy Bates is
Kathy
also
Bates,
my bad.
we're
my
talking
bad, my
about
bad.
Bobby Boucher's mom, which I feel like is where you'd know her from.
Kathy Bates. What about Kathy Bates as Prince Humperdinck?
Oh hell yeah.
I
She's,
really
she's
like-
got enough
She's
range.
a-
She's a
Yeah,
boss.
she's
Like,
either
Yeah.
she's either that or she's the like there's the king and queen duo that would
She
Or-
could be the king really well. He's he's like kind of nutty.
the
and
silly old.
I think she's married to Miracle Max, the medicine man.
Oh,
Her and Martin Short.
There you go.
Oh, that's good.
There you go.
That'd be incredible
There you go.
together.
Yep.
Cassie, we love you.
We could put Rhea Perlman in something. She made that comeback in
Her and
Barbie.
Ron Perlman could be. Wait, no,
not.
we've established they're not married.
Cicely Tyson. Where's she going?
Who is Cicely Tyson?
Oh my gosh, you guys don't know who Cicely
That sounds like a made up
Of course, we know.
It's
that.
not.
Sicilian Tyson is a kind of pizza
I'm gonna
they serve
quickly
at
jot
square
that
feet.
down because that character
Tyson.
definitely existed in
It's
my
just a
world
bunch of-
at some point.
It's chicken nuggets on a flatbread. That's all it is.
She's incredible. she's
like an
very.
award winner,
she's
right?
born in 19. Oh, she's dead.
Well, apparently that is not a disqualifier for
I
being in
cast
our
force
movie.
perspective. I don't think that's true.
Forced perspective.
Cicely Tyson's back, baby.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm Matty B, and I play Wyatt Masterson, the Heron God. And I am going to say he could either go Wesley and be an interesting Wesley, or he would be a really good Prince Humperdinck. I'm putting Danny McBride as one of the two.
Danny McBride.
Humperdinck for sure.
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say Brian
Who's
Urlacher.
Danny McBride? What's he been in?
watch
Tropic
Hot Rod?
Thunder, Hot Rod.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, five-fingered man.
Six-figure man.
The five-fingered
The
man.
five-fingered
Which
man.
one?
hard to
Which
find.
one?
Everyone but that one.
Well done. Well, I think this is going to turn out to be a great remake, guys.
Nope.
I see it's going to be really, really, really good.
Could you imagine your nemesis being like, "I'm looking for the two-eyed man."
Yes, and
Eyes.
That's it.
too?
That's all you know. He's got
That's
two
it.
eyes.
That's all you
It's the
got.
two-eyed man.
yes, and
And he has a torso.
2 arms, 2 legs.
Legs below the arms.
I've just described the Loch Ness monster.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and set up the writers' room for this new reboot and jump into episode 9 of the Wild Magic School Bus.
okay. Now
Also,
that
I
we're
would
back, I have
put-
our opener.
Also, I would put Inigo Montoya as Pedro Pascal.
That's a
Hey,
great.
I thought you
choice.
had him as the bad guy.
I have like 4.
I did think
actual
about that,
pitches
but I
in
also
here.
think that he would be really good.
James Marsden is Prince Humperdinck, real pitch.
Danny McBride is Prince.
if Pedro Pascal
just
is going to
leave
be
it at
in it, where are we going to put Grogu?
So the last time we were here, the gang of adventurers had successfully completed a job given to them by the Ark to speak to an individual named Mr. Mort, who was selling soul coins. A lot of things happened, but suffice it to say that one of them got trapped in a soul coin. Mr. Mort ended up dying, and they had to hide the body. Following that, they were forced to find ways to release their wizard friend Zook from the soul coin. And by doing so, they had to brave the Brava territory, the crime family who runs a certain portion of the town. After stepping into Brava territory, they met up with an alchemist who was able to help them, a goblin named Grinchfoot, who gave them a little side quest if they ever feel like they want to partake in it. But after that was all said and done, Connie, the monk, had a fight scheduled. So, of course, he went to the fight and did what he does best. He won. But then it began to unravel, with the loser of the fight coming back to extract some sort of twisted revenge on Connie and his friends. A fight broke out, and the group had to retreat to safer harbors. And those harbors turned out to be the Brava's family compound, the headquarters of the Brava family in the city of Eldamar. So, getting a chance to rest and recuperate, the party decided to hang out there for the night to figure out what their next move was. And Connie began to extract information from his family to begin to understand what was going on inside his own burrow. While that was happening, and as the night began to progress, Kestis, the druid, was getting ready to bed down for the evening when two of his orphan companions, William and Sarah, found him and began to inquire about a unfortunate incident that happened in their first failed job, which was the death of two Voxguard that may or may not have been at the hands of Kestis. After that brief conversation, Kestis decided to slip away to benevolently get some food for his friends. And as he rounded the corner of the compound, came face to face with an individual he did not expect to see there. The proprietor and head of his orphan home, an individual known as Ma'am. So, kicking off with tonight's episode, Kestis, we are going to have a roll-off. Being that you failed your perception check the last time we were here, you did not get a chance to prepare for what you are now encountering. So here's how this is going to go. I'm going to roll out there with you. We're going to roll simultaneously. Your stealth versus Ma'am's perception.
Roll off, BB.
And we're going to see how this story goes. So, if you will...
They're gonna
Nothing
beat
more.
each other on.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Did you guys hands touch? Okay.
Oh.
I wish it might have worked better. Uh-oh.
Come back over here, Calvin.
Yo, what's up? All right. So, you come around the corner, immediately see Ma'am sitting there with 3 or 4 other individuals, and they were deep in a conversation. But as soon as you come around the corner, they stop and turn.
The hooves aren't very quiet.
And as you, as they all look up at you, Ma'am kind of looks up. He's like, she goes, "Oi, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
What you're asking me what I'm doing here? What are you doing here? Why you not back at the home? You know, I've been waiting.
What concern is it to you where I spend my evenings?
Well, it concerns me when you're not bringing back the supplies that you're supposed to be bringing back.
If I'm not coming back, I'm not eating the food. I thought you didn't care. If I wasn't eating the food,
Well, I
then why don't I
certainly
have to bring
don't
it
care,
back?
but I care that you're here now and interfering on my business.
Your business? I was
Yes.
invited here.
I have been. You were? And as she looks at you, just kind of like shocked, one of the individuals who you now see is Uncle Zoo. Is seems to be a little bit of a miscommunication here, ma'am. This is a friend of Connie's. He's staying the night, so don't know what kind of interactions or relations you have with him, but it'd probably be best if you head back to your room, sir, and we'll continue with ours.
Understood.
Boy, he's one of the
Starts,
only.
as soon as he gives permission that I can go
You
back to
turn.
my room, I straight back to my room.
Straight back.
And as soon as I'm out of sight, just for good measure, I'm casting Pass Without Trace.
All right, you immediately
Just in case she tries to follow
disappear.
me.
Yeah, immediately disappear into the darkness. As her shrill voice is now berating Uncle Zoo for some reason.
I'm gonna start moving back towards my room.
Sure. Heading back there, you can see both Will and Sarah are at the window, just kind of like talking to each other, and they both look up and see you as you come in.
William, how quiet were you on your way here?
Who, us?
Yeah,
very quiet.
You, if I'm being honest.
Very, very quiet.
All right.
What?
Inside, and I start trying to grab them and pull them in through the
It's
window.
easy enough to do. Will is a tiny individual.
Yep. You too,
yeah,
Sarah?
Sarah climbs in after him. What is going on?
She's here.
Who's here?
Ma'am.
They both look at each other and then look back at you.
What's he doing here?
That's what I was trying to ask you. I thought she must have followed you.
Oh, no, she wouldn't have followed us. We slipped away before. She wasn't even at the house when we left.
Then why is she here?
And they both look back at each other and then back at you again. They have no. They are completely out of their element. They have no idea.
All right. Well, she knows that I'm here. It's too late to put that cat back in the bag. The two of you are just gonna have to stay with me for the night. We can't risk you heading off and running into her on your way out. Frankly, at this point, I'm already in trouble, but I think we can avoid the two of you being in trouble as well. If she's here, she's not at the house. She doesn't know where the two of you are. If you're sure, William, are you sure that you weren't followed?
100%.
With a 13 insight. Is he 100%
13,
sure?
He is in his mind. No one saw him.
Perfect. I'll take it. That's a confident young lad.
And with a 13, you can also see Sarah. Sarah as well does not seem. She does not seem that he's being overconfident. They both seem like, to the best of their ability, they were as stealthy as possible. Given the fact that they didn't know man was at the house,
Sure.
probably lends to that
Sure.
confidence. But yeah, they were not aware of it. So
All right. With them in the room now, I'm just gonna make sure all the latches on the door are done.
Easy
and
enough.
Draw the curtains and just get the window closed and locked if there's a lock on it. And we're just gonna have to hunker down here for the night. I guess it's just a night to sort of be inside and be quiet as much as possible.
Super quiet.
yeah, absolutely.
I take Lawrence out of my pocket and I hand him to William. I say, William, make sure
right on,
Lawrence
just right on his
Perfect.
face.
William, make sure Lawrence stays nice and quiet. Okay.
You got me.
And he scampers off and hops up onto the bed and just kind of sits there holding Lawrence in his hands. He's just like,
Sarah, I'm sorry. I've clearly gotten
What is
deeper.
she doing here?
I have no idea. I don't know why she's here. She, my friend who invited me here, his uncle is also here, and his uncle spoke to her and said that I was Mr. Brava's friend, and that stopped her. So she may have some respect for the people that we're here with, that I'm in there.
I've never dealt with Mr. Bravas ever at the home.
No, but I have made friends, sort of, with one of them. Do you remember that time that we got into town and we watched the fight? Mm-hmm. The Reach, Mr. The Reach.
The Reach?
He's a Brava, and we've worked together. He and I I sort of saved him in a fight earlier tonight.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've learned a couple of new tricks.
Okay, that's really cool. Yeah, that's really cool.
It's. Listen, it looks like we're stuck here tonight. I can tell you all about it, I suppose.
I'm all ears.
and the rest of the evening is sort of quietly recounting as many details as possible. And the last time we did this, I didn't tell her about the 2 people I might have killed.
Yep.
And this time, it seems like it's out there.
It's probably included. Yep, absolutely.
We already talked about this a moment ago that they were looking for centaurs, and well, I may have had something to do with that. It was an accident, but I should level with you at this point. This is what's going on, and here's detailed descriptions of everyone. And there's a turtle man that I've become acquainted with, and his soul got stuck in a coin. Frank, one like this. Apparently, a soul can get in this coin. I'm gonna try to avoid doing that on accident, but it could come in handy.
I mean, maybe
It's kind of a lot. There's the big library in town. There's a whole it's like a club underneath it. There's like a clubhouse, and it's full of people giving instructions and talented fighters and users of magic, and And I'm sure I shouldn't be telling you all this, but
I mean, yeah, it seems like a lot.
you could say that again.
Oh boy.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
If you, hey, Will.
Yeah.
It's not very polite of you. We should probably let the lady take the bed, all things considered.
Oh, sorry. Come on, Lawrence.
There's a chair. You and Lawrence take the chair.
He scampers that, and Sarah's. We can share the bed. It's fine.
No.
Yeah. Hops back up on the bed. It's okay. We've been in worse
All right. Well,
situations.
if you two get some sleep, I'll stay up for a bit and just make sure nobody's comes knocking.
Okay.
Just in case. I'd hate
You get some rest though.
I'd hate for us to be surprised. Well, sure. I'll lean on the windowsill. And I sort of walk over. It's hard to be someone who stands to sleep on the bottom half, but lays down to sleep on the top half. And so most places the move is to find something you can lean against and sort of schoolyard or like schoolroom, hands folded on the desk, like sleep like that. And this window is actually at a pretty decent height for it. So I just sort of amble up to the window and I lean against the windowsill and try to fight off sleep for the first half hour or so.
Sure.
I thought that you would put a pillow on your haunches and just fold backwards.
Actually, that's a good idea.
For a centaur to go to sleep is to do the top half of a death drop.
Here comes a hurricane, bitch.
And
All right.
I guess I just try to get some sleep.
Yeah. All right. You, Sarah, and William get a long night's rest, albeit a little tumultuous, but overall, a good sleep. The morning comes, and everyone has their long rest taken, feeling fresh and ready to go. As the early morning comes, Sarah and Will wake up, and Sarah is prepares them to leave. She was like, "We should probably get back. There's gonna be."
You should, but she already knows I'm here. Just in case there's still anything going on outside, maybe I should take a look around, get myself familiar with the circumstances, and then I just want to make sure that I don't send you right into trouble.
No, absolutely. Yeah, we'll wait till you give the signal.
Yeah, and I take Lawrence with me, back in my pocket, and I head out. The sort of how little can I open the door while I sneak through the door, that sort of thing. Lock this behind me.
They lock it behind you. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
At 12.
You walk around this early in the morning. Other than the occasional servant kind of walking around, everyone is still. It's the sun is barely up, so the house is yet to come awake.
Okay. then I'll head back to my room for the night and say, all right, I think the coast is clear. You shouldn't have to go out through the window here. I'll show you the way out of the compound, and you can head on your way for the day.
So you send them.
Just sort of try to usher them out.
Yep, easy enough to do. You are. Go ahead. Yep. Easy enough. There isn't. Again, the house is quiet. Nobody's waked for any particular reason, so you're able to slip out of the compound unnoticed for the most part, and send them on their merry way.
I should be back tonight, I think. I'll try to bring us some dinner.
Oh, don't worry about it. We're probably gonna find some. We'll grab some stuff on the way before we head back. So
Good idea. If I can get us 2 meals in a
We
day.
doing the foot trick again?
we might do the soot trick again, but maybe we'll do another one.
We really should maybe tread lightly around
Really
parents died in a fire.
He really likes that one for some reason. I don't understand it.
I think he's probably repressing something already.
He's coping with it somehow.
It was only a couple of months ago.
really, really bad.
Boy. I thought I had problems.
Yeah, where is? And they turn around, and he's already like looking at like soot on the ground. He's like, "If I apply this, no, we'll see you later." And she grabs him and says, "Bye," and they both head off down the street.
Be good, William.
I will.
Insight check.
Bye, Lauren. All right, so you head back into the compound, and after another hour or so, everyone else wakes up, and the day becomes yours. What would you guys like to do?
If there's no organized first thing to do this morning, I know I've just done a bunch of things, but
Yeah,
if there's
go
no
for it.
organized first thing to do this morning,
Oh, go for it.
I'm gonna
Oh, actually, I wanted to. No.
probably before he actually wakes up and comes out of his room for the morning, I'm gonna ask one of the servants where Mr. Connie's room is.
Yeah, they can point you to his room, no problem.
And so he's probably woken up to the sound of me knocking rapidly on the door.
You're in your bed, your four-poster that looks like a boxing ring.
Yeah, come in. And you open the door, and he's just doing push-ups.
Yeah, of course.
And he,
Push-ups.
like one arm. Actually, he just lifts up one arm and like turns and looks at you. Well, hey there, how's it? Hold on, just a second. 99, 100,000. And then he pops back up. What can I do for you?
So sorry to bother you.
Did you sleep all right?
Well, that's sort of one of the things I was wanting to discuss with you, and I step in and I close the door behind me. There was a woman here last night.
Oh, you like her?
Well, not exactly. She's older woman.
Is that what you're into?
No.
Okay.
No.
Come on, spit it out.
Do you know why the woman who runs the orphanage I was at would be here last night?
What? What do you? Who are we talking about here?
She's well, I mean, I don't know if she's got a real name. I just call her Ma'am.
Oh, yeah, that's my aunt. Hold on, you know her?
Oh, you could say that. She, is that what she does? Does she, do you know, like what she does for a living during the day? I don't know if it counts as I don't know how the family works. I don't know if it's like you also have to
Yeah.
have a day job.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know a racket. She runs the orphanage. He does air quotes, but fantasy air quotes.
Well,
You know, she takes misguided youths and guides them in the ways of the creative arts.
Oh, well, that's
Well, I don't know why we're talking like this. Yeah, she trains up pickpockets.
yeah, that's
And
a
hopefully, if
that's
they
a way
do
to,
well,
explain it.
you know, like they can move forward in their lives from that point. But you know, she takes them off the street, feeds them, Keeps him safe.
Well, you mentioned how did you put it? You know her racket, and I just sort of wave. Hello, it's me, her racket.
That's good.
That's where I've spent the last 10 years or so.
And you look like you're doing pretty well. That's great.
That's sort of a There's sort of a multi-dimensional answer to that. To say that she feeds us might be generous. I would maybe argue that she starves us, and occasionally we feed ourselves when we can make that happen. She's related to you.
Yeah.
Like how related would you? Are you close?
I mean, she is my aunt.
When you say aunt,
Yeah,
do you
no,
mean
not in like that way where like
she's
an
like your-
older relative who's like
No.
has some respect.
and she's not
but
like
isn't
a
parent.
family friend that you're close to. No. She's like
No,
that's like
she-
your mother's sister.
Right.
Okay. Well,
What?
that did answer my question.
I'm a little confused. Look,
Honestly,
you're
I'm
a
not sure what
really
to do
good
next.
kid, but I feel like you need to work on the confidence. What do you need? What's happening?
Well, I just to be perfectly honest, I don't particularly care for her, and I didn't expect to see her here last night. Also, no, I suppose that's it. It's just that I didn't expect her to be here. I feel like if you and I are going to be partners in this endeavor with the Ark, that you should at least maybe know that I don't like her much, and I also don't think she likes me all that much. I wouldn't exactly say we're friendly, and it seems like maybe if we're gonna move forward in this, that you should probably be aware of that.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, but let me be honest with you, kid. It sounds to me like if we're gonna move forward, the two of you are gonna need to come to some kind of understanding that isn't so combative. I mean, I can help, maneuver through that. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Are you asking me for like a favor for help with this?
Well, the way you said that makes me think that maybe I shouldn't be asking you for a favor. It seems like maybe that's.
Don't worry
gonna
about
get
the
me in
way
trouble.
I said it. I talk funny, like it's a turn of phrase.
People have told me I talk funny.
Right? Yeah. Look,
just
you're
maybe-
right though. Look, you are right.
Yeah.
If I mean, listen, it's just not healthy to have this kind of situation going on. Especially, you don't want to be on the wrong side of the Bravas.
No,
the fact
certainly not.
that you have a member of the Brava family and you think that there might be some animosity there, that's not great. You want to get that fixed right away.
Yeah. Do you have any? Maybe the question is if you've got any good instruction for how to go about that. The only relationship we've had is me trying my best to steal things for her, and her maybe giving me food and making me sleep outside.
I'm sorry, that's Drew chuckling at you, not Connie. I mean, have you told her how you feel?
I think I tried
I mean,
that.
just straight with her. Be straight with her.
Some 8 or 9 years ago, I tried to say that maybe it would be nice if I could sleep in the house. And it didn't exactly go over especially well. So I sort of gave up on that.
You just gave up that easily?
Well,
This is what I'm talking about, kid. You got to work on that confidence.
I was 6.
Oh. Well, you're not 6 anymore.
That's true.
Now he's like 12, so.
I'm 16.
Oh, close enough.
I've seen some things. I've killed 2 men. I'm very strong.
Now that you've done that, I feel like you really should have more confidence.
Are
than
you
do.
saying that? Are you? Oh, that's right. I killed 3 men. Are you saying I should try to kill your aunt?
No, and I'm gonna chuckle at that right now, but I wouldn't make that kind of statement anywhere within earshot of anyone else.
Frankly, I'm not used to this whole
No, I get
world
it.
that we're operating in, and it really feels like it could have gone either way.
Well, I've got a suggestion.
Okay.
Okay. Why don't you take your grievances to her? She knows now that we're connected, right?
It's true.
So that little fact should give you some sort of confidence in this situation. You take your grievances to her, explain yourself, and let's see what happens. If you're not satisfied with the outcome at the end of that, come back to me. We'll see what we can do. I'm just concerned at this point if I go to her with questions about how she's running her shop, she's going to know where those questions came from. And that's not going to look great going behind people's back. Now, being straight with a person, being upfront with a person. Sure. That's how this family runs. Okay. So why don't you give that a shot?
All right. Certainly. Thank you, Mr. Connie. Sir.
And before you go, maybe you should gear up. I'm just saying, you know what she's like. So maybe be prepared for a little confrontation.
You mean, but just to be clear, still don't try to kill your aunt?
Do not kill a member of the Bravo.
Because it sounds like you're thinking maybe she's going to kill me.
I'm pretty confident she will not kill you.
Okay, that
but maybe be able to get out.
Encouraging thing I've ever heard.
Maybe be able to get out of this situation if it gets out of hand. But also, don't be too fast to run away. This is the thing. You need to show whether you mean business. If you think that, if you're sure that you know that there is a better way that things should be done, you've got to have the confidence to say it and mean it and back that up with action.
Okay.
I'm just saying, don't go in unprepared.
Try and okay. That's it's a bit new for me. That doesn't exactly sound like my way of operating. Usually it's sort of push people away and get out of the situation. You saw how fast I moved at the docks.
That's a great trait. That is a great trait. Being able to get out if you need to, hey, that's better than dying, right?
In my experience.
Live to fail another day. I mean, then that's fine. But listen, I've given you probably the greatest gift you will ever get, and that is sage advice from someone that you can really trust. We've got some other friends now. Probably friends with more connections and power than any of the friends that you've ever met. Maybe you talk to them about this problem. See what they've got to offer you.
Okay.
When you go into this is probably the hardest situation you've ever had in your life, right? This is a turning point. This is a moment for you to make a difference in your life.
This is putting a lot of pressure on a conversation.
Listen. You came to me. You need to realize what you're dealing with here.
Is this how your brain works all the time? Just dealing in all of the stakes that are happening at each and every moment?
I look at every situation as it actually is. I don't like to sugarcoat. I don't like to make things more dramatic than they are. I don't like to make them less dramatic than they are. But this is a turning point, or it's not. That's up to you. But if it is a turning point, you want to give yourself the best shot. So you go into this situation completely prepared. I don't have to tell that to her. She grew up a Brava. She better be doing that herself. But you either stay under her thumb or you take control of your own life. Just do it smartly.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. Hey, take care. Get some breakfast. Some of the best around.
There's breakfast here?
Yeah, go pay attention to what was out in the courtyard.
It's all gabagoo.
Gabagoo. And then he goes back to
I'm gonna go try to find some breakfast.
101,000. 100.
You're counting by thousands?
Yeah, that's how we got up there.
Oh, that's fantasy version of like 100. What is it?
Okay.
1,000, 2
Yeah,
1,000.
there
Yeah.
It's 100. It's
101, 1,000.
100,000.
Fun fact, before we move any further, live to fail another day is the official motto of Hufflepuff.
Is it really? I want it to be. I want it to be.
All right.
Slytherin.
I'm gonna get breakfast.
Ravenclaw.
Oh, that's right. You knew.
Oh, that seems right.
All right. So everyone begins.
Yeah, me too.
Stop.
Delicious.
Chris.
Right on the computer.
What was that about ruining the mic and my computer at the same time?
Hey, I don't know, buddy.
Oh,
That was
goodness.
dangerous.
All right. So that was great. That was really, really good. All right. So everyone convenes down to the courtyard for breakfast. Breakfast is served. You're able to eat a full meal. Really, really good food. Anything that you need. Yeah. So anything.
Only overnight oats for Connie.
Only.
So much pasta for breakfast.
You are ready for bed right after breakfast is done. All right. So unless there's,
so good.
is there anything that you guys want to discuss before breakfast is over?
No, I want butter noodles for breakfast
All right.
myself. I'm sorry.
All right.
All right, so while I have you all gathered here in one central location, I have things to give you.
Yay.
All right?
This is what I was talking about. We have friends with stuff. Skills.
Right.
And
Arthur?
stuff.
I'll go ahead and give you bootstraps. If you fail an ability check or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to succeed instead.
Whoa.
I'm just going to write bootstraps.
That's what I said. You have bootstraps.
I get it.
You'll figure it out. All right. Wyatt, we will give you reinforced themes. That for 1 minute you will get a +1 to your AC. You'll be a little harder to hit. So, as a bonus action, you can do that. Now it's between the two of you.
Oh, give it to him. I'm fine.
I think I will. Shiny button. You get a button that catches the light and can cause quite a distraction. As a reaction, you can choose to impose a disadvantage on any attacks directed to you at will
what I'm talking
until the
about.
start of your next turn. All right. Connie, is your mother about?
Yep.
I have something for her as well.
Oh, that's so wonderful. It's great to see someone who really understands like pleasantries. Like a hostess gift, right?
Reciprocity. I believe in reciprocity.
Oh, okay. Listen, I was confused. It sounded for a second like you were going to pay her back for something, and that didn't sound. I mean, that is what you're saying, but
No, I'm saying yes.
yes,
No,
but in a good way.
In a good way,
Yeah,
yes.
okay,
Like,
I get it.
she has allowed us to come here and stay, and I am very grateful,
Hey.
even though she doesn't seem like she really cared for us staying
yeah,
here. That's
and
okay. I would still like to give her something.
She'll love that. She's gonna act like, oh no, I couldn't. But just keep going.
She's going to
Yeah,
want it.
Yeah. All right. That's great. Yeah, she's over there. Look, the one over there refilling the scrambled eggs before they even need it.
Ew, are they bag scrambled eggs that
No.
you get?
No.
Like,
Hold on. This is an important
It's
conversation.
Fred Armisen. He's, I am your mother. He's saying
They're-
over and
They
over.
are the curd like still wet scrambled egg. That's the good ones.
Yep.
Good scrambled.
That's good scrambled eggs. Is that whole side of the table?
If you
like
dry
think
out
that?
your
they're-
scrambled
yeah.
eggs, you're doing it wrong.
Yo, okay.
I
think
want
they're-
Sahara
Mike Phelps
Desert.
does
You
it
want
wrong.
y'all want spongy
Yes.
scrambled eggs.
Yeah,
Just
that's where
If
they're at.
you guys think Gordon Ramsay does it wrong, and that's on you.
Yeah.
egg liquid.
I think
it's
Gordon
like
Ramsay's a lot of things.
Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs are half butter, and that's
He has
correct.
a cliff for a face, okay? It's
I mean-
craggy rock. Can you trust that man with your scrambled eggs?
It's very much like someone was like, "Yeah, this cyborg's ready.
Quite.
No one will ever know."
As you guys are finishing your food, as on cue, Mama Brava does come up to the table.
With scrambles.
What's that?
With
scrambles. Yeah, she brings you scrambles. She's
Scrambled
like,
eggs.
No, he wants sprinkles on his
No,
pancakes.
scrinkled eggs.
she brings
That's
eggs
what they
and
call them in the
she's like, she's like, Connie, have you had
Scrambled
enough?
eggs.
Have you had enough eggs today?
Oh yes, thank you.
Well, you
very
need to eat
much.
some more because you probably haven't yet. So here, take these, eat these.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yep,
great. You know
eat 'em
that's
up. You're gonna
you
need
know
'em.
wet scrambled eggs is my favorite food
Of course it
besides
is.
overnight oatmeal.
It's absolutely right. And you ate your oatmeal. That's good. So you have your eggs.
And I make the oatmeal the night before.
Yes, that's why it's cold overnight oatmeal.
I know. I'm
It's-
just saying, like I'm grown.
Well, you
I
think,
can do it.
You don't think I know how that
I
works?
just wanted. Listen, just give me some props.
You're doing great, honey.
Thank you. Hug.
All right, and she does. She comes out and gives you like pecks you on the cheek and
Listen,
All
things
right.
were tense last night. I just need like a little normalcy here. You know, a little mom love.
Yeah, I overstepped. Let's just say I had a moment. I took a breath and I realized I
Yeah.
overstepped. I
Hey.
said some things that I shouldn't have said, and at the end of the day, I know that you're gonna take care of yourself.
Thank
I know
you.
that your friends are gonna take care of you, and I just need to make sure that I support you as a mother should support you.
Listen, never stop being you. You are great. You are the greatest mom.
Good, because don't ever pull that again. On
And
me.
I'm
I
so-
swear,
I
I
can't
swear
promise.
to the box, I will end you. if
Okay,
you-
okay. You know. Of course I won't, mom.
Inside check.
No, lying.
And
Lying.
and I should be a good matron of the house and thank each and every one of you for protecting my son with this little incursion.
That's a good
Believe
point.
me
I'd
when
be
I
dead
say, believe me when
without
I
them.
say, we will find those responsible, and you will all be able to walk these streets safely once more. You have my word as Mama Brava.
Oh, for me, these scrambled eggs are plenty. They are quite good. That's the only payment I need.
Mom.
Make
They-
a deception check.
I thought you were being earnest.
What if I was being earnest?
I don't think you're being earnest about the eggs.
Oh, baby. That's 17 plus 18. What's that? Or plus 8. Plus 8.
18?
Oh my God.
Plus 8.
You're not playing D&D right.
You're not.
Yeah.
17 plus 18?
Plus 8.
25. She nods and she says, thank you. I appreciate it.
I do also have something for you as a thank you from me personally. I like making things, and it seemed like you like wearing clothing, and you seem like a woman of exquisite taste.
Mama Brava is a little tweaked because she is actually a secret nudist, and she thinks that this is like.
Well, you like this.
No, I'm
it's
joking.
sheer.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
So
Not-
I will give
not
her.
fair.
So last night I worked on making like a shawl made out of
Like a little Italian old lady shawl. She's gonna
Nudists
love
can wear
that.
shawls. It doesn't cover any of the things
You
they don't
have
want
to
covered.
listen. I heard that.
what?
Sorry, I just
Go ahead,
realized by saying
Lady-
I heard that I'm absolutely implicating myself as a nudist.
I heard that they completely agree.
Lady Broffa, this is made out of twilight gossamer. Now I know most people who are not familiar
Shimmers in the sun.
with textiles may not know what it's about, but it does twinkle like starlight, both in the daytime and nighttime.
Well, that's a very generous it's a very generous offering. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, I am thankful for your protections through the night and for the kindness of your son. It seems like you've raised him decently enough.
Oh, I think we did a pretty good job raising him. His pies is mostly to blame for that, but it's all right.
Fathers can be bastards. All right.
That they can be. But thank you. And she reaches for it and brings you in for just like this big old hug. And as she pulls you in, you hear her whisper, "Still not a fan of you," and then lets you go.
Did Connie hear that?
No.
He's gonna like,
But you go ahead and make an insight check real quick for me, just for my own
Oh, boy.
sanity here.
What is that number, huh?
I can't read
13.
13.
Yeah.
She might have heard you talking about her before she came over. Somehow.
Wait, what did I say?
When you
I
were
don't even
like,
remember what I said, dude.
you were like,
This
we're
fat slob
thankful,
making the bad scrambled
but
eggs.
also like, I don't think she likes us, kind of a thing.
Oh, yeah, because I don't think she likes us.
Right,
She made it
but
quite
for
clear.
For some reason, she might have heard you.
Oh,
you
that's
think
fine.
she might have heard that somehow, but
It doesn't matter. I still try to get in a good,
Oh, yeah.
get in a good graces,
No,
but
you-
at least say
yeah.
thank you. I don't want to make an enemy of the brothers at any rate. So if
you
you don't
haven't,
like me, that's
you
fine.
haven't. But
Just
she
don't hate
definitely,
me.
she definitely is aware of what you guys talk. It seems as though she's aware of everything that goes on in her house. So, but as she lets you go and turns around and goes, "Now,
She
sweetheart,
smells like onions.
if you're not doing anything today, I may have something I need you to do for me."
I mean, I got things, but what? I could probably fit it in. For you, Mama. Come on.
I appreciate it. I just need someone to run up to the People's Church and grab some of the supplies for the ceremonies during the People's celebration.
All right. Are we?
I would send anybody else, but generally speaking, when we go collect the items, we usually it's usually one of the family members, and we usually we take our donations up there with us. So your uncle seems to be busy with a million different things right now. Your sister's busy with this Mr. Mort character, whatever that is.
Yeah.
So I will go myself, but with the celebration a week away, I've got too much on my plate. So would you
problem.
mind? I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I can do that. I gotta go see.
It doesn't have to be today. Just within the. If you can get them back to me before the week is out,
Oh yeah.
it should be more than enough time for me to set them up for when the celebration comes. And of course, again, as a good hostess, you are all invited to spend the people's celebration here at the compound if you so desire. You all know that the people's celebration lasts about 3 days, so it's like a grand. It is the biggest event of the year. It's a 3-day celebration, just full of all kinds of stuff, revelry,
Debauchery?
games,
Corn dogs?
little bit of debauchery. But there's definitely
Sausage on a
Okay.
stick.
the overall emotion is supposed to be reverence, but
But it's revelry instead. Kinda.
there's a lot of. I mean, people use this as an excuse. They're like, "Oh, we're celebrating," and it has just devolved into this just crazy 3-day.
just like the state
It's like
fairs.
the people that get drunk on Easter.
It's,
Yes, but
Carnevale.
for the way that Mrs. Brava is talking about it now, you get the sense that she is more speaking of the reverence of the occasion. So, but she's like, yeah, we have, we definitely respect and honor the Vox and all that they do for our fair land. But you know, we like to have fun too. So there'll be some games, some food, some feasts, all kinds of stuff. If it's not your speed, I totally understand. But all are welcome for the celebration. So
Yeah. You gotta wear the traditional, vestments, and you gotta go to Vespers like morning and evening. Other than that, no one cares what you do. Have as much fun as you want. When does it? Drew is asking. What days
we're
are
about
these?
we're about a week away. So
Okay.
about 7 days
So she's
from.
saying y'all can come back and be.
Oh yeah, she's
hang
inviting
here
everybody back
for
if
the
you want to.
festival. Okay.
Yeah, for the festival. So
Can Connie stay
of course.
in his house?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, she's inviting all. She's telling
That'd be
all of them
hilarious. She's
basically
like, get out. Come
No.
back next
You've been
week.
freeloading
Connie.
for far
No.
too long.
No. You're always.
get a
You're,
job.
You're a
you-
man,
your door's
Connie.
always. Yeah, your door's always open.
Okay. Good.
Your father had his own compound at 14.
Yeah.
But anyhow, she's like, all right, so I got
So
you
I
taking
had
care
him
of
sent
that.
away,
I've
and
got
now it's
everything
mine.
else lined up, so it should be good. Thank again. The day is yours. I gotta get back to work. Again, love you. She kisses you on both cheeks and moves.
Mama,
heads.
not in front of my friends. Jeez, just kidding. I love it. You know I love it.
So she heads out to do whatever she needs to do. So the day is now officially whatever you guys want to do.
Well, my friends, I actually got some of my own business that I got to do to take care of, keep up with today. Okay.
I don't know why you're telling us that. That sounds great. That's kind of...
We don't
All
have
right,
a,
I
a
guess
job
I'm-
today, do we?
I don't think so.
Well, I mean, we do need to get that float weed. Let me say something about myself, okay? I don't really like to leave things off for later. Like when they have a deadline that's like further out, I kind of like to take care of it as soon as possible. I do have like 2 brief errands to do today, so if anyone wants to do go get that float weed, we can make that happen after I do my stuff. That's all I'm saying. The morning is mine. I'm free after say 10 a.m. What? That's like in 2.5 hours.
It's 9:45.
I don't know
free in
what
15
fantasy times are. My brain just started going, oh no.
I
Is
think
there
just
fantasy time?
Why don't you say you're
for
free
the sake
midday?
of
Midday.
other people understanding our
when
times,
the sun is at
we're just gonna stick with normal times, just because.
High
Well,
noon.
I
because-
thought you fleshed this world out, Clavin. Come
I
on.
did, but then if I come up with an arbitrary time thing,
Then we're
I have
gonna
to
have to
explain
learn
that,
it.
and then everyone has to understand what this. I've already come up with one, which is eras, and that was hard enough to explain to you guys.
I don't even remember it.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
I have to try to
I
remind
just
you that there's.
remember that it was 12. It was like base 12. Base 12.
Nope.
I wanted it to be base 12.
The one thing I remember is not what it was at all, actually.
Not even close. All right. Well, you were actually pretty close. You had one of the numbers right.
This is base 13.
Nope.
Base 22.
20,
There you
base
go.
20.
Midas 22.
22.
Midas 22.
Damn, that's weirder than base 12.
Yeah, Calvin, that's just,
Unless-
I don't like it.
Not as weird as 13 though.
Not as weird as
Can
13.
the clocks be base 12?
Imagine
Sure.
17, though. That seems like it makes no sense.
I mean, you could probably count by 17s about as easy as you count by 22s.
Okay,
No,
Connie
I think
goes and
much
does his
easier you
stuff.
could count by 22s.
Yeah.
Because then you're just counting by twos, essentially.
22, 44, 66, but then it gets wonky after you.
I'm gonna borrow our
17.
library expert friend, my turtle friend, and see if I can get him to help me research some things at the Athenaeum.
Sure.
My name's Zook. I would love to go to the Athenaeum.
I'm stealing him since
Okay.
he's not
Yeah,
here.
so you guys are going to go to the Athenaeum?
Need me to gather float weed.
Anyone else going to the Athenaeum, or everyone else got stuff doing?
I think I'll go do something else.
could probably also go. Oh, sorry.
He is going.
He's already going. I stole him. He's mine.
I look at these three and
advantage
like,
on my rolls.
I guess we could go search for the float weed.
I guess.
I'm all right with that. We can go get some weed.
Some of that OG Kush float weed.
Can I get some of that Stoop Lion float weed, please?
All right.
All right, that's fine. I thought Zook was going to help us because he could, like, get to it easily.
Yeah, I was
We
thinking
were
that
gonna do
Zook
that
was going
this
to do
evening
the.
when we all got back together.
You
If
know,
you
on
wanna
second thoughts, I might just take the day and do nothing. And
Just
maybe.
the first part of the day. Or do you want.
My understanding from what Mr. Connie said was we all had some time to do stuff, and then we could get back together and get weed after that.
Well, you got me all excited to go get some weed.
How about you go do what you want during the day, and this afternoon or evening we all go get float weed.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds
Yeah,
great.
sounds good. I'm down.
I mean, I suppose so, but the only idea I got is to go down to the tavern and then I might be useless later.
How about you make yourself not useless?
What
I could
the hell
send
else
someone
am I
with
gonna
you
do?
who would make sure you didn't make yourself useless.
You should probably take the ball bearings away from it if you want to.
As you are getting ready to part ways, you do see your uncle does show up at the compound right before you leave. Connie, glad I caught you before you left. Listen, real quick, I want to show you something real quick. This is something that we've been cooking up here. It's pretty freaking cool. I'll show it to you. And so he takes you over to a cart that was brought up with him, and you can see there's 2 magic users that work employed for your family. And he's like, the boys have been making some pretty interesting stuff, and I wanted to show you something we found. And so he opens up this black wooden case, and you see laying inside of it is this long object that is this dark metal with like these deep red runes inscribed across it.
Ooh, that's very pretty. How long is it?
It's probably about 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet.
Does he recognize what this type of object is?
It looks like some sort of weapon of some
Yeah,
kind.
that looks like a pretty good whacking stick.
Always better than a whacking stick.
How-
It is. It's this baby will cement our family against anyone who would try to depose us.
Tell me what it does.
It's like, so you know how, anybody can shoot a bow, right? This thing will fire it faster and farther than anything else. And it's insanely accurate. So, like, if we ever need to put a hit out on somebody, we'll use this.
Guaranteed to hit.
Guaranteed to hit.
Man, you just got the one right now?
This is a prototype. First one. Oh. First one.
It doesn't happen to need testing, does it?
The day it needs testing, you know who I'm coming to.
All right.
We're going to
all
make it
right.
happen. But listen. This is a step in the direction to put the Bravos back on the map. You were talking. I know we were talking last night. I got to thinking last night about how you were worried that there was encroachment that we were slipping.
Hey,
This is gonna help.
we all know someday soon we're going to make a move.
We're gonna make.
We
a
need
move.
to be ready.
And we will be ready. This baby right here will help us. This is phase 1.
I love it. Keep
It's
up
phase
the
1.
great work.
Of
Keep
course,
up
of
hey,
course.
can I talk to you about something?
Of course, yeah. That's why I'm here. Whatever you need. Oh, before you do, real quick, we are a few more negotiations away from securing your fight for the People's Celebration.
Oh, great.
Last night, final fight. It's gonna be amazing.
Wait, didn't you have a fight a day ago?
Well, yeah.
Are you listening in on this conversation?
I'm sorry, this is just Will just thinking of the Nevada.
No,
Oh,
so-
Rice
no.
pops into
He's
the
saying the
scene.
last
Wait
night
a
of the
minute.
festival.
No, according to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, you have taken a mandatory minimum of 2 weeks of non-contact between bouts.
Yeah,
but
that's
it's just-
definitely
it's
the
just-
rules that we're playing by in the organized crime family.
Yeah, so it's almost
Oh
set.
wait, Uncle Zoo. I just fought 2 days ago. I don't. According to the Fantasy Nevada, what's it called? Something about weeks.
You know what? You're absolutely right.
Cause I'm fighting.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bribe them.
There you go.
Don't worry about it.
Damn it. Even the fantasy one can be bought.
Yeah.
It's the whole system.
Still
here
don't
is
have
just private.
still don't have your opponent yet. We're working on that. That's
Hey.
the last step. But we got it approved. We're ready to go. It's gonna be in front of it's a whole spectacle. All right. So you be ready.
I only hope I do a great job.
You're gonna do great. I
Yeah, right.
have full confidence. You just come. You gotta
Right,
be
right,
training.
right.
You gotta be training.
Full confidence.
Full confidence.
Full confidence.
No. This
Just
is
regular
legit.
full confidence.
Regular full confidence. This is that. Listen, we're not throwing this fight. We're not botching this fight. This is a real. You're going toe to toe with one of the greatest fighters this side of the sky. All right.
Ooh.
It's gonna be.
That's exciting.
We want this to be. This is gonna put
Epic.
us. This is gonna legitimize us. This is gonna make us. This is gonna be a step in the direction for the Bravos that's gonna be good for us. All right.
Okay, it is clear from the way that you talk that you and I see the position of the Bravos right now very differently, and I think maybe.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I mean, we're pretty great as it is. People know us.
Does a good knife have one sharp side?
No?
No, that's a kitchen knife. A good knife has two sides,
Cable.
double edge.
Yeah.
We're good on the streets. People know us. People respect us. This will ensure that they continue to
I get
respect
what you're
us.
saying.
The other side We gotta get it. We gotta get into the legitimate side of things.
Yeah.
If we don't, we're never gonna expand beyond. You want to stay in Eldamar the rest of your life?
Listen, one day, all the Brava business is going to be legitimate.
Of course.
It's going to be all the business.
It's gonna be everything.
Yeah.
We gotta get our foot in there first. So
All
this
right.
is a step. All right.
Sounds good.
So anyhow, all that out of the way. What do you got? I'm an open book. Talk to me.
Okay.
Tell me.
So there's this herring guy. All right. You might have noticed him. He comes with me. The rabbit guy.
Oh yeah. Sure. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Little nuts. You pick up on that?
Sure. I mean, who is it these days?
Because you can see a rabbit stuff. They don't wear pants. They got little...
Are you Donald Ducking it, or are you?
No, I have pants.
All right.
Guns. What?
Little nuts.
Yeah, I mean they're average. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, hey, whoa.
He's wearing
good
dick
joke,
outbreak
bro.
shorts.
You work,
Hey,
hey, you're going to be doing stand-up at the festival, aren't you?
You never know.
Hey,
You never
we
know,
loved it the last time. No, he's, he's just a little strange,
Yeah,
a little
but who
eccentric.
Who isn't these days?
Yeah. One day he's hot, one day he's cold. I had a little bit of a misunderstanding with him, and well, I was following him to finish a job. Sure. I'd never worked with him before successfully. Wanted to make sure that he did what we had discussed doing.
Of course.
Seemed a little too eager to do it alone.
Sure.
I just wanted to make sure that worked. Everything went fine. But afterwards, he clocks me. And then we have the strangest conversation where he insists very dramatically that he shall not be followed anymore. And I try to explain my position to him. Hey, look, just wanted to make sure things were on the up and up. Wanted to make sure that you took care of the business the way it should be taken care of, and that none of us was going to have any problems because of it. He didn't like that.
Okay.
He may have made an unveiled threat at my family. Now, normally, that would be a pretty cut and dry situation.
It should be
He
a
never
cut and
would have
dry
left that
situation.
bridge. But this guy, he's not from here, right? He doesn't know that you don't do that. Maybe where he's from, that's hyperbole. You talk about, you know what I'm saying? So I figure I could let him go.
You're gonna let him go on it.
For now, I want him watched.
Sure.
I'm wondering if you could keep tabs on him. He obviously doesn't like it very much.
You got
so
it.
make sure you use some real professional characters that aren't going to get spotted.
At this point, he comes up to you and grabs you by the sides of your head, and he's like, "We are family. Whatever you need, you know I'm gonna take care of it. All right? We'll keep an eye on him. We'll make sure nothing comes of it. All right?
Great. Thanks, Uncle Zoo.
You got it.
And great work on that. What are we calling it?
I don't know yet. We'll come up with something.
All right. Can't wait to hear it. All right. Keep me informed about the fight
You got it.
and about the other thing.
For sure.
There was one time that Vince McMahon booked himself in a wrestling match with God.
It did happen.
If you want Connie to really test his mettle, have him fight the Vox.
Is that real?
Yeah, there's a real thing that actually happened.
Connie fights the Vox.
Well, I can't say because I don't want to be struck by lightning.
Are you telling me not
Vince
God?
But
McMahon can't
Mr.
do that.
McMahon didn't lose. I'll say that.
I'm Googling this. Are you
It's
kidding me?
Vince
one of the worst
McMahon
things that's ever happened in the history of
won
wrestling.
It's pretty terrible.
against God in a wrestling match?
God didn't even show up. Vince won by count out.
The
Oh my god.
I'm not sure if the shock is from me saying that word or okay.
Both? It's from both?
It was just that I did not expect you to say
No,
it, and it
not
was
at
really
all.
good.
Not at all.
Are you cutting that?
well deployed.
Do you need to do the clicker right there?
That might
Click.
be.
Clapperboard.
Listen, listeners, I only say words like that for comedy's sake. Okay? I'm
Yeah.
very progressive.
No hate to be
Super
creator.
Seriously, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was funny. You created humor.
That's true.
Why am I arguing with God?
All right, so
That's man.
with,
That's what man does.
with that out of the way, what
Religion
are we? We'll start with you. You and Zook are heading back to the Athenaeum.
I just wanted to. I want to use the library as an actual library today.
Can you roll a stealth check for me?
I would love to.
You have to beat a 16.
I don't know that I'm rolling a stealth check. I don't think so. It seems only. Can I add before I roll? Can I add to this moment that with all of the heightened tension of the last few days, I'm going to continue to take back alleys. My sort of
Sure.
my urchin feature.
12.
Okay, that's better. This way. Okay, I'm do a good one. 13.
There you go.
All you need,
you are
baby.
able to avoid any patrols or any inquisitive eyes that would try to stop you or pull you aside. So yeah, so you guys make it to the Athenaeum, no issue. What are you trying to research today?
I'm just because Zook is so good at he uses the library so often and does so much research. I'm just gonna see if he can help me find some books on anatomy. Help
Okay.
me to understand what's
You want to be
going
the
on
first
in there.
16-year-old. You won't be the last.
Just looking for the pages that have boobs on
That's
them.
all we're looking for. Yeah.
And then next, can you show me the Fantasy National Geographic?
Tearing a page in half
Yeah.
out of the biology textbook and gluing it into the National Geographic horse page. I just want to see if they have any scholarly information about centaur anatomy. We've asked so many. We've asked so many times how many kidneys I have, and I want to see if there's a
Sounds
book
like me
that will
using
tell me.
ChatGPT right now.
Go ahead and make this can be an investigation check. You can do it with advantage because Zook is helping you.
That's good because my investigation is quite bad. Okay. Well, that's the good one is a 10. The bad one was a 0.
Okay. You
One
spend a
minus
good
one equals
you
0.
spend a good couple hours researching and looking at different aspects of the anatomy and physiology of all kinds of fake creatures.
Sure.
Man's gone wild.
You do learn a couple different things with a 10. The first thing you learn is that, surprisingly, any drawings or discoveries about Fey anatomy are widely varied. As in, like, there's almost no two sources that can confirm the same thing. Whether that is based on just perceptions or the fact that the Feywild is a really weird place. It's kind of unknown. But you learn that the most centaurs are pretty basically structured the same as humanoids of the like, and equated to equine in a couple different ways, but not like compared to it. Just more often than not, equine are compared to a centaur just because of the hierarchy of just the species itself.
Sure.
So, though strangely
Horses
enough,
are like us.
Yeah.
strangely enough,
You got a people
unicorns.
half.
It goes horses, centaurs, unicorns for some reason.
We're a Pegasus.
Pegasus.
Pegasi.
Between horse and
Between centaur and unicorn. Strangely enough.
what?
Yeah. Actually, no. I restrict that. Underneath. Sorry. Between
I was
horses
gonna
and centaur.
say-
That's what I meant. Between
Yeah.
horses and centaur.
Magic
So.
horn that does anything. Yes, that's definitely
My
better than human body attached to your
Confuse
neck.
the sky. I was tracking.
Oh, sorry, we didn't quote the British office. My bad, Drew.
That's pretty good. All right. So, any other research you're trying to figure out in this time?
That's the thing for the day.
What specific thing did you want to know about their anatomy?
Were you trying to get the kidney count?
The
was
question
trying to
we've
find
been
out
asking
kidney.
aloud is kidneys, but if I didn't
With
find
a-
it, I didn't
Why
find
are
it.
the
10, you
total
did-
pages stuck
with
together?
a 10, you did not find it.
Stop.
With a 10, you did not find it, unfortunately.
For if nothing else, I just simply want to establish that this is a thing that I'm going to do in my downtime.
I will say there is a DC in which you can discover this number.
Oh,
It
that's
does exist.
good.
Is it possible for me to reach it with a negative modifier? Okay,
Yeah, it's not an unbeatable one.
it's just 19.
Yeah, it's just it's
Easy.
obtainable, but it's just it's
But
gonna be
not
harder.
for you. So,
Well, I haven't done a lot of reading in my life.
clearly.
So, this is
but
sort
yeah,
of my
you
thing.
can spend a good chunk of the afternoon learning anything and everything you can from the Athenaeum.
I'm not a great reader, so I'm doing a lot of looking at pictures.
You just read that like a 5th grade level, just trying your best.
Well, that's one of the things that his aunt doesn't teach us. I don't know. I don't really know how to read that good.
All right, so anyone else want to do anything as the day goes on before you reconvene?
Yep.
Connie.
Connie's got to go check out a grocer friend of his and a jeweler friend of his. He's got two
Okay.
folks who he manages their insurance policies personally.
Sure.
So it's Mr. Lukau, the grocer at the Leafy Greens,
Yep.
and Mrs. Diana, the jeweler at the Gem Draconian.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
he's just gonna go make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. Easy enough to do. There's not a lot business as usual with them. Nothing crazy going on. They're happy to see you, thankful for your continued protections and oversight, and you can check that off your list as a job well done.
Anything either of them need?
No, they're both well into the preparation phase for the people's celebration, and so it's and everybody seems, you can kind of feel that energy as you move through the city, is that things are beginning to move in that direction. You can begin to see banners and flags being set up along major city streets. You can hear the sounds of people beginning to sing the hymns that you would usually hear at this time of the year. So it's beginning to, the swing of the celebration is beginning to start. So
So, Mr. Lukau, you're catering the Bravas this year, right? You're supplying the groceries.
yes, of course.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's great. Everything's working out as far as that goes.
Very good.
Great. Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
The kids, your kids doing all right?
Oh, kids are very
no,
good. Thank
no
you.
problem.
No problems.
Okay. Well, it's great seeing you.
As always, Mr. Brava. Thank you.
Okay. And the jeweler. Hey, my mom order anything special for the celebration?
Oh, she's always ordering something special for the celebration. We've got some great pieces that we're getting ready for.
Great. I do have a question for you. Everything's good, yeah?
Oh, everything's fine and dandy.
You don't need anything special?
No, not that I'm
Okay, good,
not that I know. We're getting a little low on some of our more exotic set stones, but we're gonna be all right. We supplied up before the rush of the celebration.
Okay, you need anything, you just let me know.
Of course, Mr. Bravo. Thank you so much. You're such a dear.
I
to
can
help us
grease the snow, as they say.
out. Of course, yeah.
Lube the snow.
We're eternally grateful. We're eternally grateful.
Okay, hey, do you happen to have I don't know, anything enchanted?
Enchanted.
Yeah, any like enchanted jewelry that you have on offer right now?
I have just the thing for you.
Do you?
She reaches
How lucky.
into underneath a desk and comes out with this little red velvet box and sets it down for you.
Ooh, that's pretty. What is it? What's in there?
You open it up. There's your ring in there.
Ooh, what? Describe the ring. Big ruby.
It is. Let me give me just a second. and I
Now
can
I'm picturing, you know when they do the slaloms and it's two people side by side? You could present that by KY his and hers. And just has his on the blue side all the way down and hers on the red side, the pink red side all
That's
the way
good.
down.
There's like a ribbed course.
Oh,
They're not going back and forth. It's just
Yeah, that's good.
And there he makes his way to the reservoir at the end and does run into the fans.
oh no!
He broke through the
breaks
reservoir.
breaks through those bales, the hay bales at the end. Oh
Real
no!
tragedy.
And then like,
And
the
then
announcer
what?
just goes, "Well, fuck." And then just the TV goes black.
Wow.
Shit.
We're so good at coming up with things, guys.
Really
It's
are.
really
It's
ridiculous.
like we have brains.
This
Human imagination knows no bounds.
this ring has a not overly ostentatious, but it has a yellow quartz
Ooh.
called a citrine.
Citrine.
I believe is what that is. Thank you. Yeah, so it is a silver ring with a citrine set into it.
Sounds ugly.
Ooh. No, that sounds. Oh, that's hot.
And then I doubt it.
Nice.
Piss yellow, isn't it?
So she provides to you a ring of resistance.
Well, I thank you very much.
Set in sterling silver.
Twas a pleasure.
Looks just
Pleasure's
like
all
a
mine,
urinal
sir.
cake.
What does it do?
Ring of resistance grants you this ring requires attunement and grants you resistance to lightning damage.
Okay. Sweet. I appreciate
Yep.
this.
So I think if you just look up ring of resistance and just pick the one that I think
Perfect.
in parentheses it'll do lightning, and then you should be good to go.
Nice. Let's hope I
So-
fight someone who has lightning stuff.
You never know.
Some boxers have lightning in their hands.
There you go.
Sweet.
All right. Anyone else? Activities, things? Connie, were you?
He's done.
He's done.
He's
Okay.
done. He's going back home.
Anyone else?
Oh no, he
activities?
is going to grab some fantasy coffee
Yep.
on it and stand at the bar like they really do in Italy. I know so much.
I'm sure you do.
Quit
Anyone
calling
on
us
that
Satan's
side of the
Travel
table?
Channel.
Anyone on the side of the table got activities today?
That's my morning.
No, nothing.
Okay.
I mean, I'd like to go ahead and send correspondence.
Okay.
Just write a little note.
All right. So you take the 10 minutes to set up your spool. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Our last mission with the Ark involved a man called Mort, who was selling soul coins. Don't know much more than that. The Ark said either recruit or kill, and we accidentally, on purpose, did the latter. No other updates. Hugs and kisses. And then that's part scratched out. Just kidding.
Committed murder XOXO.
Who is she communicating with?
You'll never know.
You wait for a few minutes, and a response does come back. Any progress on current objective?
None yet.
Understood. Will do my best to appease oversight, but getting impatient.
Trying my best. Not giving me a lot to work with. Stonewalled, period. Frowny face, frowny face, frowny face.
Eggplant.
You
eggplant,
are,
frowny face, frowny face.
Peach. That's a good one. I don't know what it means, but it's a good one.
You're charming. Perhaps
That was kicking her feet. No, I'm
You guys
kidding.
flirting right now?
Oh,
no.
gross.
You're charming. Perhaps
In front of us.
perhaps finding your way into their
play.
good graces.
Imagine if you're charming, deadpan. Yeah.
Well, I'm
I know,
trying
I
to
know,
relay
I
it
know.
as just text. I'm
I
not
know.
trying to like
Sure.
infer anything.
It's that
That
news
comes
clicker
later.
thing. Yeah.
You are charming.
I can. It continues. Nevertheless, we'll do my best, but results will be needed soon.
Bad news from the Eastern Front.
And Nell will very intentionally not mention anything about the Bravas in any way, shape, or form because self-preservation says maybe don't.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So completely leave them out of everything.
All right. Okay, so everyone finishes their chores for their tasks for the day and reconvenes at about probably 5 o'clock or so. Back near the. Are you all convening at a certain spot, or where are you? Where would you like to meet up for this?
I mean, to the best of my knowledge,
Courtyard.
probably just the Bravas, the
Yeah.
courtyard.
Go
of
back
the
to the
Brava
Bravas.
compound.
Okay, yeah. Heading back to the Bravas
That's
compound.
like afternoon snack time.
Yeah,
So, like,
heading back
that
to the
big
Bravas
table
compound,
has,
you're
like,
able to
sliced
get whatever
meats.
foods you need and prepare yourselves to head to the floating docks, where you can learn or begin to look for this elusive floatweed. Making your way through this part of the city, you are greeted with the sights, sounds, and smells of the largest ship side passages through the city of Eldamar. There is a river that cuts. There's a body of water that cuts through the center of the city to allow passage to the middle docks, which is where you all had your unfortunate interactions a couple nights ago. But the floating docks are not only the hub of a lot of the common commerce throughout the city, but it's also the first line of defense on the River Danes, which is a large enough river that you could fit several warships in. Yes, Drew.
Can you give us that map?
I did send it to you, I believe.
Oh, can you tell me how to get it again?
Is it in your downloads?
Oh, okay. I thought it was appearing in D&D Beyond. Okay.
No, I do not. I don't believe I put it in D&D
Okay.
Beyond.
Oh, that was that. That was that battle map we were using.
That was
Sorry,
the battle
guys.
map.
Sorry,
correct.
everyone.
Yep. No, you're good. Yeah. So with that, you're headed as you head down to the floating docks. Like I said, it is a hub of activities and all kinds of things going on. Even at this point in the day, definitely more. Less conspicuous as you come down here, as it is a pretty sizable place, although being weary of it all the same, because like I said, it is a more fortified and militarized part of the city. The other thing that is here that draws a lot of traffic, and still does to this day, is the island that sits just to the inside of the floating docks, known as the Afterlife Casino, which is the largest gambling residency in the city of Eldamar. A massive 6-story building that probably was a castle at one point, but was then converted into this just elaborate, ostentatious casino. Built and designed to look like a circle of one of the 9 hells, run
Which one?
run entirely by tieflings. It is
Those sexy bastards.
It is a place of sin
Debauchery?
and debauchery.
Oh,
But
my
it is, I mean, anyone who's been there, it's one of the best places. But yeah, so the Afterlife Casino is also here. So you're definitely, like I said, traffic is always going here. There are always boats going to and from the casino. And so, yeah, getting to this part of the city is no trouble at all.
We're outside of the Bravas area, right?
At this point, I believe. All right, well, it didn't want to open that for me. Apologies. I got to pull it back up and look. So the Bravas run Junesboro, so you would still be in your territory.
Okay.
The floating docks are not a part of it, though. They are more a part of the cities.
But this casino is.
The casino is actually surprisingly not a part of the Bravas jurisdiction.
No,
while in good standing with the Bravas,
Yeah.
it is not controlled or owned by them.
Time to fix that.
Cool. That's all I needed to know.
Yep.
A private enterprise.
Yep. Private enterprise. So, all right. But you all know that according to Grinchfoot, this floatweed grows along the shallow waters that grow by the more rocky islands, which are the floating docks past the casino, and once again, the ones that are militarized. So, Yeah. So this is where you are. Those are your options. How do you want to do this?
So
Foot.
Send the turtle in.
I see islands to the east and west of the casino. Are both of those militarized?
Correct. So the
What?
anything that is so there's the main.
Oh, Jarwick.
So the two major islands are outposts that are the lines of defense.
Okay.
There is the kind of squarish building, which is a kind of a taller kind of lighthouse almost type of outcropping in the middle there, just above the name.
Okay. Yeah.
And any of those three would be your options for access. Obviously, the lighthouse one is just kind of its own thing, so you can probably get up to it a little bit easier. But it is further out, and you do have to bypass some of the water breaks, which would be for a little bit more rougher waters and probably force you to try to swim a little bit. It'd be a harder task to get out there, whereas the calmer waters of the two islands to either side would be easier to get to. But again, those are mostly just filled with the Vox Guards, so you'd have to be quieter, a little bit more of a stealth mission to get to those islands. But the choice is yours. What do you guys want to do?
Well, you can't tell me that there's not probably some moth around the casino, right?
I'm sorry, some what?
Moth? Moth. Moth.
Moss.
M-O-S-S.
That barely helps. Moths.
Moth. We're saying the same thing. The
Moss.
moth.
Moss.
I'll say it like you. Moth.
It's called floatweed. Dear God.
Oh, float.
It's not even moss.
Floatweed.
Probably is moss around the casino.
There
Not what we're
probably
looking
is.
for.
Not what you're. That's not what you
I
need.
think it's same, different. What are the moths if not floating weeds?
No. You know that guy.
I think it's stuck, actually.
You know the
Moth.
guy who asked us for it got a friend's soul out of another region.
It was
and
quite a
broke the
task.
soul. I don't think he just wants moss.
Right.
What's your most crucial ingredient? Moss.
Scum.
It's just some lichen.
And I
if
couldn't
could
go
get
get
it.
it myself.
Nope.
Any kind. Spanish moss.
Randy Moss. Kate Moss.
Moss from IT Crowd.
Moe's from Monsters Inc.
Mothman.
Oh, that's Ross.
You've got. You've got Luna Moth.
Death's Head Moth.
Yes.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Okay. All right.
That was good. That was good.
Shall we play the game of D&D?
Well, I actually. I mean, what do people think? I mean, like swimming isn't. I can swim, but it's not like my thing. And collecting sea vegetation also not something that like. I mean, we used to play in the canals and stuff, but I don't.
Well, I'm terrified to send Kestis anywhere around the Vox Guard.
So let's make a list. What's the problem? What are our challenges of getting this? Like, do you think anyone's gonna mind if we just grab a boat and go get it?
Probably.
What do I know about the problems with mossweed collection?
Floatweed?
There's nothing wrong with mossweed.
Yeah,
Floatweed, that's a different story. Make a nature check for me.
God, I'm so sorry, Calvin.
You
I've
make
just
it
made.
You're not.
Toby, that's
Just-
incredible.
Just.
What do we know about? What do we know?
I've made a
about
mothery out of this game.
I can think hard about it, but I probably don't know a whole lot more
You're gonna
than
be
you
my
do.
real Kate Moth tonight.
I think our turtle friend probably knows more than.
What do we know? All of us about.
a good point. I'd like to see how much I know about
I have -1.
You've been Zook more than you've been Arthur
plus one.
tonight.
That's I mean, the whole campaign, really.
17.
Yeah, with the no, not really much of a challenge. Floatweed, is a It grows along rocky outcroppings on shallow waters. It has to have a certain amount of water hitting it while also simultaneously not hitting it. It cannot thrive in actual water, yet it has to have pretty much constant water. It's a very weird plant. It also is not pretty, so it is not grown anywhere for any purpose. Because most people think it's invasive and annoying and kind of just looks like a yellow seaweed almost, but thinner than that. But you would also know that floatweed is used in a lot of alchemical for a lot of alchemical purposes. It's not inherently expensive or hard to get for the most part if you know where to go look for it, but especially here in Eldamar, it doesn't grow anywhere but here. So it either has to be imported in, which does cost money, or it's taken from these areas which are technically off limits to civilians.
Well,
I've got it. Go ahead.
I mean, I would say I'm sure there's some shops we can maybe go to get something to help us breathe under the surface. So maybe we could just stay undetected by swimming under. What's the currents look like today, I wonder?
I'm going to use my forecaster's cloak and just...
Thank
Oh,
you.
that thing is so
weather
cool.
Thank you. Fair weather, it seems.
Fair weather underwater.
I think so.
Cool.
Doesn't seem too slappy out
Is
there.
that how that works?
Fair weather underwater.
Fair weather underwater, not too
slappy
slappy out there.
Band name and album.
It sounds like the sequel to a movie. Fair weather underwater, not too slappy.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Zook, you want to just go grab that for us? Like, be real stealthy. Go
I
underwater,
could-
like reach up at the last minute, grab it out.
I could definitely swim up there, but I'm not a super strong swimmer, and I'm pretty sure once you get out to a certain point, the currents are really strong.
Oh,
So we're gonna need a boat. Maybe a dinghy.
okay. Grok this. We have our seamstress. I know we've done this before. I'm just going to throw it out there just because this is like a brainstorming session. We
Mermaid
have-
tails. I can't do mermaid tails if that's what you're asking.
man. Well,
I don't think I
okay.
could fit
Who
a
else
mermaid
says?
tail.
Who else
I don't know
says?
how that would work.
You'd be one thick ass mermaid.
You're
with
damn right I
really-
would be.
You're the Nicki Minaj of
Look like a
mermaids.
Ninky Minja.
mermaid queen ant. Pearl
Oh, all thorax, baby.
This tiny little tail at the end of all of that.
Icky. I hate that.
I'm not having-
What? I know. I was thinking we could all dress like sanitation engineers. You know,
Like, it's
like
our job to
yeah,
maintain.
to clean it up.
That's actually a good idea.
Oh, maybe we could be doing it in preparation for the.
Festival.
For the festival.
Yeah. Hey guys, look here. Look, this is my identification. We were sent here by General What's His Name to come over here and clean this up, make everything look good.
Zod.
Wait. We don't even have to lie. We can just come over there and be like, "Hey, this is a startup. We're gonna do your float weed cleaning for free if you do a testimonial for us at
First
the end."
one's free.
And then they're gonna think like, "Oh, hey, like they're doing us a favor. We're doing them a favor. It'll be great. It's not. We're not even like really lying. Here, I'll go do the incorporation paperwork real quick. It's done.
Make
We
a
are a
performance
startup."
What's the company's name? Kate Moth.
17.
17. Okay.
Is that a good incorporation paper? Kate Moth.
We'll see. We will see. All right, so you guys are gonna. So how does this work? Tell me how this works.
We haven't got that far.
Oh no, I don't even know what these chuckleheads think about it. This
So
Spitball.
I've already done the
for this
paperwork.
plan to work, things we need: some sort of uniform, a boat,
Maybe not even a uniform. Maybe just a badge.
maybe a badge. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not much use on a boat. But I've actually recently come into possession of some new skills that make me a pretty good swimmer. So if you want, I can.
What?
You've seen me sort of be something else. When I was at the library earlier, I read up on a couple of useful swimming creatures too. I was not doing the greatest job of finding what I was looking for, but
Sea monkey.
Seahorse.
a little bit more intimidating than a seahorse. Although I did see a seahorse in that book, I might be able to do it.
I was thinking sea monkey, so you could swim and grab the
A
moth.
dire seahorse.
Become an octopus.
It's on the list.
Is it really? Oh my gosh.
Giant seahorse is on the list.
Oh my
Dude,
lord.
be an octopus, you literally climb up the slopes with your 8 arms.
I wonder if octopus is an option here.
Well, if it is, that might just solve all our problems right there. Just go blop out there
I
and
bet
just.
there was an octopus in the book. Let me check my memory real quick.
Well, they have 8 arms for starters and a
Oh,
big,
there were
gushy
a number
kind
of
of top
octopi in
parts,
It's in the
Yeah,
name.
I
And a
remember
little-
seeing those. Yeah, there was
and a little-
a few of them.
pinchy beak.
You think you could turn into a pretty good sized one of those, grab some of that moss, and then come back here?
I suppose I don't see any. I mean, I've
Actually,
never tried it before. But
Leave the moth. Just take the float weed. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably the better plan.
so no moss, just float weed. I don't see why I wouldn't be able to do that. Except that I don't know how far I have to go, and I think I'm just sort of a small octopus. I don't know if I can get much bigger than sort of a small octopus at the moment. So I'm not sure about the getting through the
How much float
currents.
weed do we need?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think we ever really confirmed with him how much he needed.
Just sort of as much as we can carry.
I mean, he's a little guy.
Yeah.
How big of a business does he run?
What? It's a tiny little hut, too.
Filled to the brim. I don't know how much he could actually
Couldn't even
store
fit-
there.
Show
We
me.
just
Hey,
grab
you're
what we
about
can
the
grab.
same size. Show me about how much you would want.
Maybe like a bread basket's worth.
Like a little bread basket?
Maybe like a 5-loaf maximum bread basket.
Maybe you make 2 trips.
Oh, I could look for 2 bread baskets.
Oh. Wow. Okay, first we're gonna need bread baskets. Evidently.
Integral.
Okay, things we need. Bread basket. Badges for everyone.
No. Not if no.
maybe a boat.
No, listen, we don't need any of that. If you can swim over there a couple times with the octopus body and like grab the float weed, that sounds good to me.
I mean, or
And
even,
if anyone comes over, I'll just be like, "We're watching this crazy octopus go get float weed," and then bring it back to us in a basket.
I hear they're intelligent enough that they use it for decoration. They make little outfits to attract mates.
From where we're standing,
Right?
how far of a swim would it be for what is classified as a small beast octopus?
2 days. What are you whining about?
Is there any? I'm assuming there would be quite a danger in a small creature being swept away between here.
It's
and
entirely possible.
Connie,
It's
Not if we
confidence.
grab you and throw you. So
Well,
that
That's
when
what
you
I was
land,
gonna-
the
I'm
current
just
takes
thinking,
you there.
I was
there's
gonna
bigger
chunk it.
things I could turn into that just they don't have hands.
What if we took a boat, you turned into a monkey, climbed up the cliff, threw the float weed off the cliff, we caught it in the boat?
Well, I think the float weed's like at the water level. I don't think we need too much climbing, right? Magic sense of the way the world works.
Yes, because it needs to be watered constantly, though not in the water.
Yeah. So it can't be too far.
I mean, I could
Is the float
I
weed
could
at the
try
water
to get
line?
over there.
It's close to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we maybe at least scout the right position to?
This is
to
our new
swim
doors.
from?
This is
Bodies
what's-
of water.
Yeah, this is what's going to
like
take us
A
out.
few episodes now where we've been completely hamstrung by the idea of water.
I mean, we got to get in there.
I really don't understand the problem.
I can try to swim over there. It seems maybe a bit of a long way. I'm not sure how I feel about being thrown, but I
What?
suppose if you do it gentle.
How far away is the casino, roughly from where we think?
Yeah, why are we going
Float.
to the casino?
About 100 yards.
Oh, that's super easy.
Could we tie a rope to one of your little octopi legs so that way we have a way to pull you back? Does that sound
Floatweed
less?
is not on the Afterlife Casino.
It's on the
There are
other
three
islands.
options. It's the
lighthouse and the
or
two
outposts.
military outposts.
Sure, but could
Oh,
we...
White
So we
House.
need to get into the casino. We need to find.
Don't have to go to the casino at all.
Well, this is it's an option. I don't have this in front of me. I'm picturing the casino in the middle of this.
here.
Okay, perfect. Oh, what? Why have we been talking about the casino so much?
Oh, no,
Where's
it's
the
in
casino?
water.
It's the one labeled Afterlife Casino.
Oh,
Yeah, the one that says casino.
and where's
I see. Okay.
That's where we're next to the casino?
Okay.
No, you're down by the docks.
Yes.
Down below it.
Down below.
That's mainland.
We're on the mainland, and then all of the floatweed would be on the structure above the words floating docks.
Either that structure or the two large bodies of land next to it.
Okay, the big stuff.
Yep.
Wonderful. So, okay. Oh, okay. Maybe we just go to the casino after for fun.
Okay.
You're
I mean, why would we
if
come
we ever
across
get there,
a casino
sure.
if we weren't
Ever
supposed
get
to
there,
go?
sure.
The universe obviously wants us to go to the casino. Let's
I just want you
scrap
to
the whole
just
thing and go
get
to.
the stupid weed.
Hey,
Don't we
let's
all?
just grab a boat.
Yes, agreed.
Okay.
So, where do we get it?
Is there a place to rent a boat? around
There's so
here?
many boats down here
Yeah,
on the
all
dock.
right, sweet.
Yeah.
Let's get that.
Let's grab one.
Who do I talk to get a boat?
Are you trying to rent a boat?
Grand Theft Auto. No
you can
way.
see there's
Waddle.
one gentleman who's standing by a bunch of tiny
Waddle.
dinghies that probably can house probably like 4 to 6 people on them. And you can see as you walk over these. Fine evening to you. You looking to rent a boat to go across to the Afterlife Casino, eh?
No, not really. Actually, you probably seem like a really knowledgeable gentleman when it comes to the sea.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. I need some advice from a wise fellow like yourself. If you were going to harvest some floatweed for your friend, how would you go about doing that?
What you be needing floatweed for?
Well, just to give to the friend. He does like alchemical processes and stuff.
And
like that.
If I
weird
be
art
you,
sometimes.
I be doing it the legal way and purchasing it and having it brought in via ship. Trying to harvest floatweed out here on the Danes is not a smart thing to do.
So you're saying it's illegal, like just
No,
illegal.
civilians aren't allowed near the two islands or the lighthouse.
Well, buying it's
On
kind
an
of
unrelated
boring.
note.
All right, we're gonna buy it. Is it you know where I can purchase some of that?
You probably go down to the Merchants Guild and just buy some from their orders at least.
Yeah, guys. What do you think? We just buy that stuff?
Let's give it a go, as long as it's not as expensive
I
as
mean,
what
like
else
10 gold. I think is what so 8 gold. If we can get it for less than 8 gold, let's just do that.
Please.
Well, at this point, I don't even care. We kind of, what do they call that thing where you've already invested so much?
Sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, I do not want to participate in that.
I don't want to do sunk cost fallacy on a boat. Can we avoid that?
Yeah. This
It'll
guy.
change your life. I'm here to tell you. Once you've had your cost sunken fallacy. Rest in peace. All right, let's go.
Good lord.
Did our plan just become go buy it from the store?
Yes, quite literally, yes.
Why can't he do that?
He gets nervous around new
He's
people.
he's
He's actually
agoraphobic.
so
He just
little,
doesn't.
no one sees him when he goes up to the counter, and it's just awkward every time.
Yeah, every time he says one floatweed, please, they're like, get out of here, kid, and they beat him with a broom.
By the time they actually notice him, like it's just too weird, and everyone's like, okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah.
That's what you get when you have the texture of snot.
Anyone got a problem with us just buying it?
Let's go
No,
look and
that
see.
sounds delightful, honestly. I don't-
Hopefully. Oh, look, it's that the guild is right on its way to the guy. We're gonna go.
Make an investigation check.
No, I have a map. I can see where it is.
So now for the plan. We need badges, we need a boat, we need the Merchants Guild, and I need to be an octopus.
9, and we just walk right away from him as he's talking about all of this.
You go to the market to try to acquire floatweed. You can get floatweed. There are suppliers. 2 things. It's going to take 3 months for floatweed to be imported in,
He's gonna have to
and it's
wait.
going to cost 600 gold pieces for the amount that you've asked for.
I don't have that many.
Well, we're sunk.
Is that that fallacy
Yeah,
you're talking about?
I was trying to make a joke. I'll just lighten the mood. Okay, let's rethink this. Okay, let's not rethink it. Let's just decide on a plan.
Do we? Hey, can we just borrow one of those boats for a little bit?
Steal it?
Well, we'll take it back.
Right afterwards.
Yeah.
Borrow, and they left them outside. They're basically asking us to borrow them.
I suppose if we leave a note, it's probably fine.
I think leaving a note incriminating.
But listen, if we're going to do this, then you really need to come up with something that is going to be effective for harvesting that. And stop being a ninny about turning into a beast.
Oh, turn into a pelican. Be a pelican. Stuff it all like it's chewing tobacco in your mouth.
Into your
I
mouth.
think I know how to fly. I can't. I've never done.
Oh
anything.
no, you've turned into a bird before. Twice. 2 different birds.
1 bird.
Oh, that's right. I do know how to fly. Rules be damned. I could fly.
All you had to do was want it really
Not a
badly.
pelican, though. So
I can.
So
we
he
can.
can turn into that one bird. That's
1 bird.
Okay.
That's it.
Hey,
Cool. Hey,
Need to make
that's
a note
broken
of
enough.
that.
Broken enough.
Is there anybody? Oh, never mind. I don't know.
Listen, I like the cheeky idea of going and saying that we're a startup. I think that's funny. They might find it cute. Even if they don't like it, even if what? For what? In person, it's a real startup.
He does have the LLC paperwork. Uh-oh, Calvin is powering down. Look at him.
And that's what we'll pick up next time.
At this point, unless you do something, I'm gonna have to.
can we just?
There's
get
an
over-
awful lot of hemming and hawing going around.
I know.
Just make a move.
Listen,
Arthur hops in a boat.
Kestis'
fine
full
with
centaur
this.
form leaps into the boat, and halfway there, he turns into a very squishy little octopus.
oh my god,
Ew.
this is
I roll him into a ball, and I'm getting ready to throw him at the cliff.
You're not
It's
even.
very
you haven't
far
left the dock
away.
yet.
Oh,
very
Well,
far
he's
away.
really strong.
and we've only got 100 yards
Super
to go.
strong. That's to the casino.
That has the floatweed at the base of the.
No,
No.
the casino's the casino. The other.
Listen, are you
other
messing
two
with
in
him?
the
It's
lighthouse.
funny if you're messing with him. It's startling. It's really, really upsetting if you're not messing.
All right, while he's gone, let's just say we got the floatweed while he was gone, and when
Guys,
he
let's
comes
just
back,
hack
we
the
can
game
have
All right,
and transfer
easy.
601 gold and accelerate the time by 3 months.
I'm just,
Let's just move the system clock forward by 3 months.
we
Yeah,
find a
just-
really stupid seafaring man. All right, we cast suggestions. Say, take us on this boat over here. We'll clean it up. We'll come on back, and then the suggestion will have ended.
That is a brilliant plan.
I can hit command and tell him to drive.
Worst case scenario. That's it. Yeah, that's the worst case scenario.
All right, let's
I
start
think.
doing it. Let's start rolling these things.
All right, yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, let's get.
That's a 20.
Get out of the. Get, let's,
Crazy, everybody's rolling 20.
All right, so we
Whoa.
get out of
Get
this
off.
boat and go.
Hey, we figured it out, Cal.
This is how Tommy Pickles felt in every
We
episode.
all rolled 20s and we got it.
That's crazy. So, successfully grabbing the floatweed in a harrowing heist that can only be described as
A harrowing hemp heist.
As happening
you-
off screen.
you gather enough floatweed to give Grinchfoot what he needs, plus an additional 200 gold pieces worth if you decide to sell it.
How many grams is that?
How many dime bags? Can
The
we
exchange
fill
rate's a
with that?
little, it's hard to figure out, but
I love the straight edge guy trying to like. Yeah.
I can pretend.
Sure.
Drugs.
All right. So
Bro.
with that acquired, the evening has come, and you
Feels so
all
dirty.
can disperse from where you are back to your homes for the night, unless people want to go different places.
We annoyed
Calvin
Calvin
just
into
kicked out of-
success.
kicked us out of his
Holy
house.
shit.
I haven't kicked you out of the house.
We just won by being us.
It was just so frustrating to listen
This
to.
The answer was in our hearts all along.
Be as insufferable as you feel.
So I
I didn't
think
even get
we.
to describe
I
what color the octopus was.
think it was
What
some
color was
really
it?
We'll get to
fun-
that.
I'll never
Ringed
tell.
octopus.
I felt like there was really fun and charming copy going on there, and it made it all worth it. Like, it's
Spoken like a
Seinfeld.
true pastor's kid.
It's like Seinfeld, you know.
No.
It was just like,
That was sort of the scene about nothing.
Bromp, womp, womp.
fantasy.
Okay, that's
waterfront
better than
Seinfeld.
my womp, womp.
Guys, what weird dubstep Frasier intro are you listening to?
Hey, baby,
know.
I hear the blues
But
are calling.
I think we have to. I think Matt has to carry the next 5 minutes of the show.
The final 5 minutes of the episode is all.
So, is everyone's going back to their respective places for
Oh,
the
God,
Yes.
night?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're a week away from the party.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So everyone's
going
heading back
home.
to.
Can I feed a little bit of float weed to Lawrence?
You're microdosing your
Does he,
frog?
would he eat it?
Not a fan of it.
Okay.
Not
I'm
a
just
fan of it.
curious.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's not
I don't
really-
know what this stuff is for.
not really
if you
edible.
feed him float weed and then scrape the poison off his back, that's ayahuasca.
Just lick a frog.
Everyone goes back to their respective places, back to the home, back to the compound, back to your home, back to your home or where you're staying.
Back to your ball.
Wyatt, where are you? Where are you staying for the night?
The alley behind the bar.
I head back to my tavern.
You head back to your tavern. As you have a room there. Okay, so you head back to the tavern, and as you're preparing for your to head to you get a drink, head back to your room. As you step into your room that night, you open the door to find that there is someone in your room.
What are you doing in my room?
You see this individual kind of holds their hands up. Now, look, I know we've had our differences before, but I'm told you can help me out.
Do I know this person?
Mm-hmm.
Who is it?
Who else talks like this in the game?
True, it's true.
You got a lot of.
It's literally just one. It's Connie's uncle.
Okay, I say all the Bravas seem to have that voice.
They
What are you talking about? That one's
literally
from
only
Sicily. This one is definitely
literally only done 2. All right.
Florence.
Well, what do you need?
It was. Can we sit down?
I suppose.
He sits down and kind of takes a mug that he had sitting there and takes a sip and sets it back down. You want a drink?
I think I'm fine for right now.
Fair enough. Listen, I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm told you're the best at what you do, and I need you to be the best. Can you do that?
So have I done business with him before?
Nope.
Like, what is it you're thinking I do?
Well, if the stories are true, you bring bad luck to those who need it. Unless I have the wrong person.
Where'd you hear this from?
Hey, never share your sources. So,
True.
deal?
But I don't rightly know you very well, so
Hey,
I feel
that's-
like there needs to be a better show of faith if I'm, I mean, I just opened my door and you're in my space.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. But look, this is. I understand quid pro quo. I understand needing to, to do business. But this is merely a transaction. So you can either help me or I can be on my way. But from what I'm told, you when you're asked, you usually deliver.
Well, I hate to bust your bubble, but I don't rightly know what you're talking about.
So you're not who they say you are.
Again, I don't know exactly who it is you think I am.
Well, I don't think anything. I'm just, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my luck has run out, and I don't know what I mean. But
I'm just a fella making his way.
now see that there,
Living at a tavern.
that's it's a pretty freaking good poker face. Not the best though.
What makes you think this is a poker face?
Because the Tish is a better liar than that. That means something to you though, doesn't it?
Well, I guess I haven't been called that in a long time.
That's what I figured. That's what I was told anyway.
I left that alone. I left that. I left that life.
And yet, here we are. With a client sitting in your room asking you to do it one more time.
No. And yet here you are. In my space. I'm where I'm supposed to be. So again, I ask you, why are you here? And what do you want?
I got a job.
And that is,
I need you to take care of something.
I'm gonna need a little more information
I
than
have
that.
I have a target. I need you to eliminate him. Take him out tonight.
I got terms and conditions
That's fine.
on helping. Here's the deal. Your nephew,
Oh. What about him?
he's poking around, and I like to be on my own.
I understand secrecy. Don't worry about it. It will be taken care of.
You see, I can't just leave leave the knowledge of who I am just out in the open without some sort of contingencies.
Name him.
Because I can't have you just running back to
Hey, it's,
the
that's-
dear old Brava family and just spouting out who I am.
Again, I say, name it. Name your price. What do you need?
Got any family?
Me? Well, you know,
Immediate.
other than my sister, my nephew? No. That's it. You don't live the life of a brava by having attachments.
So you're not attached to them.
I'm as attached as I need to be.
Who's the target?
I don't have a name, but I have a location. It has to be tonight. And I have a little something for you that you can keep afterwards. And he turns and kind of pats his hand on a black wooden box right next to him. Consider it a gift. And a promise that I know for a fact if anything were to slip, you know where to find me. You know, the whole threatening my life, you know, shit. Do we have a deal?
How do I know I'm not getting brought into some Bravo bullshit?
You don't. But I don't think that's ever stopped you before.
Again, I'm not living the same life I used to.
Hey, I'm not one to judge. I'm just one of many. So what do you say?
You tell your nephew that you looked in and didn't find nothing. I live peacefully and just keep doing what I'm doing. And I do this.
As I said, all taken care of. We got a deal?
I suppose we have one.
Good luck. And he stands up, takes his mug, and walks up the door. You'll find in your inventory an item known as the mysterious weapon, if you want to equip that.
Save that for later.
Uncle Zoo, where's that weapon you made?
Why did you sound
I'm
like you
ready.
were from SoCal for a second?
Uncle Zoo!
Zoo.
I'll take
Zoo.
405 to go get the mysterious weapon again?
I wanted him to talk like.
I cannot fucking believe you gave him the mysterious weapon, Uncle Zoo.
Not cool.
So,
Not in our zoo.
so
Give me a Capri Sun.
does he set out?
Man.
In the box is the magic item, the weapon, and a slip of paper giving you a location.
What time of day is it?
Oh, it's probably almost 11 o'clock.
AM? PM?
PM.
Oh, thank God.
Sometime around midnight, according to the airborne toxic gun.
Yep.
Which is actually, that is fantasy time. Is actually just
Yeah, I'm gonna
one
walk
of their
out.
album.
Vaguely, yeah.
Somehow based.
I'm also gonna walk over to the tavern owner.
Mhm.
And slip him another couple of gold pieces just to keep an eye out.
Sure. Easy enough. Heading out into the now overcast evening, you make your way several miles deeper into the city and set yourself up on one of the buildings overlooking a not busy street. There's nobody out right now. And you position yourself, this strange weapon in your hands, and you wait. And time crawls on for
30 minutes, an hour. And then you see it. One lone individual, right on cue, walking down the lane. From this distance, it's hard to gauge what they are, who they are, but this is the one.
And do I feel like I guess I didn't ask, do I feel like I'm supposed to use this weapon?
Oh, yeah. You can tell it's fairly powerful.
Like, as in loud?
You don't know. You haven't used it yet.
Oh boy.
So,
So,
on your turn, what do you do?
Sneak attack, sneak attack, sneak attack.
Shoot her!
Is there a way for me to circle around from behind?
At this distance, no. They're too far away and you're up on a roof with this weapon.
Are you asking as it pertains to sneak attack?
I mean, yes, I can use sneak attack, but I also feel like I should probably be in position for that, but I guess I don't really necessarily have to be.
Yeah, I think
Position
sneak
for
attack is kind of one of those, as long as they don't know, right? Not
I mean,
necessarily
it hasn't taken a
decide.
turn in combat, so yeah, you are definitely able
Getting the
to.
drop.
Okay.
Make it-
I'm suspecting shot to the head is always a sneak attack.
That's entirely valid.
Words of wisdom.
At least in my
Okay.
experience.
Well, then, yeah, I will use this mysterious weapon and use sneak attack.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack with
This
advantage.
is what everybody wants, Matt.
Yeah, we've been waiting for you to use sneak attack for 10 eps.
Before you. Yeah, go ahead. With advantage.
So it's 19.
I believe. Let me double check my thing here.
We're not sure.
Just double checking. 19 is definitely hits. Go ahead and roll. So here's what I'm gonna ask before you do anything. Are you using the feature of the weapon?
Soul extraction.
Lightning.
As you get the lightning ring.
Sure.
Okay. You activate the Mark of Death. And as you position this rifle and fire it, you watch as this red and black magic and fires out from the front of it, sending a projectile straight towards the target. The gun itself does 68 damage, and Mark of Death adds an additional 4d6 force
You
damage to it.
JFK that dude.
Your
As
family
as
is
a
fucked up.
as a notice, so you have 68, and then you have 46, but you also have sneak attack, which is an additional 2d6. So 68 and 66, all of it because you were an assassin and you had advantage, is a critical hit.
Oh my god, I thought
So-
you said 68, not 60.
So roll 68,
God, what a
double it,
baseline that
and
is.
66 and double it.
Roll 66.
68, double it, 66 and double it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so many.
48 and 36, maybe 24.
Oh
18 is
my
14. This-
lord,
In
Calvin.
theory, it should average 84 damage.
You would think. Let's see what happens.
Let's see.
Someone's gonna jump this rabbit and grab those shoes he stole and that weapon he stole.
If that was my
What's
roll,
the
it would have
rabbit
been
doing
100.
with shoes?
It's all fun till the rabbit's got the
He's got
gun.
speed boots.
I miss one day and we give
No,
the rabbit
you
speed
were gonna
boots.
notice him carrying them over his
that's
shoulder
right.
and be like, "What? Excuse me?"
If someone gives you shoes, do they have to give you 2 pairs?
We have to go to the
or-
goddamn farrier for you,
Yep.
okay?
No, if you get a pair of boots, you can turn the front half of the boots into a front pair of horseshoes and the back half into a back pair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
that's
Cut
how-
them in half.
Yeah.
Hooves are not as big as Man
So
feet.
true.
I just imagine you wearing them on your hands. That's a
68, 66, and then double it.
I do like the idea that like broken loose leather is gonna make you really fast when it's strapped to your feet.
so quiet too.
That's really.
That's what I really
It
need.
makes it.
Something to quiet down my hoops.
Instead, it's
Oh, that was so many dice.
we're all super envious right now.
I've never rolled that many.
I would just clickety clack all those at once and yell Yahtzee. Yahtzee. It's not the same when you're not
Especially you like whisper yelling, Yahtzee,
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Lord, how did you know my safe word?
Welcome to Family Game Night ASMR.
46 points of damage.
Times 2.
My battleship.
Oh, and then double it.
Yeah.
Just 90.
Go ahead, Drew. What's 46 times 2?
92.
92 points of damage total.
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Did
that'll
you say
do it.
126?
As you
I said, 46.
fire the shot, you watch as it hits the body of this individual. Arthur, how many hit points do you have?
40.
40 total.
Yeah. At
And
level
you-
4, yeah.
And you
92 is more than 40,
92
more than twice.
doubles your hit points.
Yes, it is, yes. Do I explode in a
The
ball of
once living form of Sir Arthur Grimm drops to the cold pavement of Eldamar. Dead. No saving throws. No revives. Dead. Wyatt, you notice the body drop. You swear you've seen it before. The red runes on the weapon glow brighter. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I hope it explodes in your hand.
It's gonna fire into his nuts.
It's going to be a 23.
Whoa.
Matt's been holding out on us this whole time.
You're going to take 9 points of fire damage,
Okay.
That was so many clacks for 9.
and you are thrown off the building as the weapon explodes
Sorry. You just killed someone.
and begins to emulate the inside of this building as a explosion rockets the streets. And you begin to fall down to the pavement. Another body tumbling downward. And that is where we are going to leave the story tonight, with one member of the gang potentially falling to their death, and one
Just flesh wound.
who is for sure dead.
Okay.
So we get to meet a new character?
Thank you all. We'll see.
I'm moving.
Thank
No,
you
I'm
all.
not, I'm not.
You delivered that really real, though.
I should have held on to it.
Damn.
Damn, I should have held on to it.
Not okay. Sorry, Calvin.
But
wrap
we'll
this up.
we'll find out what happens next time. Whoa. Thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. This has been the Wild Magic School Bus. Good night, everybody.
That was awesome.
Your family
Later,
is the
losers.
worst.
I'm confused. Like, utterly.
That was sick.
Hey, what's your job? Killing people? You want to kill someone? I think
That's
I
like
can
Cal.
I could be a good boss and a very bad boss at the
You
same
heard
time.
that song, Jeremy? Yeah.
What year did that come out?
Wasn't he a bullfrog?
Jeremy.
867-530-9 was Jeremy's number, right?
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, I've got your
Yeah.
number.
Yeah, that's the song.
Jeremy's mom.
Why don't
That's
we come
got it
on
going.
over, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah, the one from all the legends. Jeremy.
Oh my gosh, he was the one, Raspberry Jeremy. That one, the
Yes.
kind you find at the secondhand store.
Yeah.
What? That's the Prince song.
I thought that song was about making fun of Jeremy. I thought it was Raz Jeremy.
Oh my gosh, it was. We made fun of Jeremy the whole time.
That's that one all the white
That's
people sing
good.
like "Sweet Jeremy."
Ba, ba.
Yeah, that one. That's
Come on, Jeremy.
Keep going.
Yeah, you stopped at a really weird spot with that song.
For it to
I'm
die.
waiting for you
weird
guys
command.
to decide.
Nope, I'm
Because
good.
nobody else knows what the rest of those lyrics
Yeah,
are.
what song is that?
ground control to Jeremy. Isn't that the?
That's good. I like that.
I swear, this
Oh,
moment.
Wow, you missed the part though. There's a part
Come
in the middle.
on, Jeremy. That's all I got, man.
So what about Jeremy?
I'm gonna talk like this for the rest of the night to punish you all.
Wait, why? Any reason or just cut?
Cal, we're only getting
your
one episode
Jeremy
tonight.
No, that's all right.
This is not a
I
chance.
planned for it. I anticipated such things.
Hey,